All right there. Hello, everyone. This is Clay. I've been not posting videos, these personal update walk and talk videos anyway, in our Facebook group for a few weeks now. And that's because I've been a little bit busy. There's been a lot going on, and that's partly what this video here is about. You know, usually I'll make videos about different sorts of relationship things and some tips and advice that, hopefully help you guys out. But today's going to be a little bit different. And the reason why is because of a lot of the things that have been happening over the past few weeks. And really, if you look at this in another way, probably the last year or two as well. But the big thing, if you've been following some of the more personal updates I've been posting, is that we have, we're not in the United States right now. We have went and relocated to Mexico for the winter. You may know that I do not like cold weather, and so winter would be a great time to get away, get some sunshine, and that's what we're doing here. And so right now I'm in a small park, actually kind of a large park, in Querétaro called Alameda Hidalgo Park. It seems to be like a large sort of central park kind of thing. It's pretty nice, good space here. It's not too noisy, so I think I can record some videos here. But the big thing that's been going on, well, many big things that have been going on, is at the end of November we left Washington State, and in early December I went and did a meditation retreat in Cancun. It was a great experience. Got to meet a lot of beautiful people, got to have a lot of great personal growth experiences, etc. And a lot of really interesting things have come from that and are still coming from that. And then after that, we left Cancun, the resort that the whole meditation thing was in, and then we entered, real Mexico. We flew over to this town called Querétaro, which is just maybe 2 or 3 hours north of Mexico City, and it's known for being really safe and secure and clean and all that stuff. And my wife and I, we used to do a lot of traveling back before our daughter was born and back before all the COVID stuff started happening and all that. And so this isn't like unusual behavior for us to just go and spend a few months sort of doing the whole digital nomad thing. But we were a little bit out of practice. And so, of course, the first few weeks have involved a lot of just adapting to Mexican society, learning how to do things, learning how to, just get around, communicate with people. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I'm running off of my high school Spanish, which, I know everyone, at least in the United States, probably took Spanish in high school and probably speaks almost zero Spanish. But I was admittedly kind of a nerd in high school, and so I was really going for it with Spanish. Still not fluent, still have a lot of learning to do, still have a lot of issues communicating with people, but I don't know, I do okay, I can ask for things. But my wife and obviously my 3-year-old daughter are not fluent in Spanish, not really very communicative in it, so I needed to step up and do a lot of the help in getting us accustomed to life in Mexico, at least at first. So I was out there going to grocery stores, talking to people, getting things taken care of, trying to teach my wife some basic phrases, etc. But that was all fine and good. Anyway, we had our Christmas in Mexico here, and we got a couple small gifts for my daughter, and got a couple Christmas decorations and such. And that was all fine. We were expecting to have this nice low-key Christmas, and we did. We called some friends and family and such. But then, as we were sitting down for dinner, my daughter was climbing onto a chair at the place that we're staying, and she slipped and fell and hit her head on the hard floor. And immediately after that, she cried and did all the things that a toddler would do when they hurt themselves. But immediately after that, she started telling us that that she was sleepy. And if you know anything about concussions and such, that's one of the things. Is like, okay, if your child hits themselves in the head and then they become sleepy, okay, that's something to be concerned about. And so we're like, oh shit, like, okay, do we need to go to the emergency room and get this taken care of? And so that is exactly what we did. We on Christmas night, we got an Uber. We tried to go to a emergency room. The first one we stopped at was closed, presumably because it was Christmas Day. So we asked the guy, hey, like, is there some other hospital around that we can go to? And so he took us to this other hospital where we got to go and wait in a small little emergency room, or sala de urgencias, as I've since found out that they are called. And I desperately was trying to use my high school Spanish to communicate with the doctor that we were seeing, and she asked a couple questions and basically said, okay, as long as she's not losing consciousness or throwing up or becoming confused, she's okay. So we were relieved. Still a very kind of stressful moment. And then I think it was maybe 3 or 4 days later, my daughter was eating lunch and she was having some sort of pesto sauce, which she has like all the time back in the United States. In fact, the packaging looked like almost exactly the same, so we didn't really think much of it. But after she had lunch, she started to get kind of puffy, and she has some nut allergy issues, so that was like, okay, great, I guess we're going to the sala de urgencias again. And so that's exactly what we did on, I don't know, must have been the 28th or 29th of December or something like that. We went back to the hospital, and she got like some sort of injection to reduce the swelling, and we got prescribed some medicine for the allergies and all that. And then on top of all this, I'm having to once again try to navigate all of this in my very lacking high school Spanish. But on the plus side, I am familiar with the emergency room situation here in Mexico and how things usually go. Anyway, it was a really rough week for us, really rough experience, and we've had other sorts of challenges along the way as well too. Nothing quite like that. But the reason I'm bringing this all up is because of a couple things. Number one, it is a new year, and so many people are making some goals for themselves, some resolutions. I myself included am doing that. But also, I think that in a lot of ways, situations like this can challenge us to grow, can challenge us to sort of break through limitations that we experience. Many people that follow me are going through difficult times with their relationships. They might be going through a breakup or some sort of high conflict sort of scenario with their partner, or maybe something else. And these, in many ways, we don't want to get lost looking at the specific problem. We don't want to get lost looking at like, okay, how can I fix the relationship? How can I get them to text me? How can I get them to apologize to me, or whatever it might be? Obviously go ahead and take care of that, just like how, we took our daughter to the emergency room and got her checked out 2 times. But we want to look at this in more of a spiritual way as well too, which is like, okay, what within me is being called to let go of this, and what is being called for me to step into something new. And the reason why I'm bringing all of this up now is, number one, just to let you know what's been going on, but also number two, because I'm also feeling a deep internal nudge and a deep internal push to step forward and to take Modern Love into a new direction. I've been sort of dipping my toes in this a little bit over the past few months, but I'm being nudged to really step into this in a huge sort of way. So that is probably what I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more in the next video, but for now I just want to know what's going on with you guys. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do you have anything that could be kind of pulling you back right now? Any sort of old self that could be pulling at you back to sort of keep you in your comfort zone, whatever that might be? It may be something that you need to work on letting go of. Go ahead and share that in the comments below. I'm going to try to post this video on different platforms, maybe like YouTube, Facebook, maybe some others, I don't know. But I'll definitely be getting back to the comments that are left on our blog, on our website, modernlove.life. I'll try my best with the other places. That's one of the tricky parts about having different platforms, is that you sometimes lose track of what you need to check and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know how your New Year's has been, how your holiday season has been, and what is it you're intentionally trying to create for the new year. And more importantly, what might you have to give up as you step into that? What might you have to let go of? Might you have to let go of scarcity? Might you have to let go of your addiction to frustration or anger or disappointment or anxiety, whatever else it might be? Go ahead and share that below, and we'll go ahead and continue this conversation in the next video. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time.